you could rise for the bride, please. You may be seated. You can hold hands.
Can we hold hands?
You can hold hands. Ready?
Yep.
We're gathered here today to celebrate and to witness the joining of Carly and Matthew in marriage. As you promise to love, trust and honor one another as individuals and anticipate with joy spending the rest of your lives together. Carly and Matthew, do you wish to be united in marriage today?
We do.
Yes.
If either of you know of any lawful impediment as to why you may not be married, I ask you to tell us all now.
Nope.
No.
Good to go. Carly and Matthew, today as you two are joined in marriage, there is a vast and unknown future stretching out before you. The possibilities and potentials of your married life are great. That you are renewed in each other as you share your loves and dreams, wants and desires, and together are enriched by them. Through your commitment to each other, may you grow and nurture a love that makes both of you better people, a love that continues to give you great joy, and also a passion for living that provides you with energy and patience to face the responsibilities of life. There was a time when your lives were two separate paths. Gradually, as they were joined, you grew closer together. Today, you proclaim to the world your choice to stay on the same path together. As you go forward, remember that happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. Simple things like never being too old to hold hands or remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. Your courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years with date nights and small gestures. Remember to not take one another for granted. Marriage is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing and facing the world together and forming a circle of love. Do things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. Speak words of appreciation and demonstrate gratitude in thoughtful ways. Be flexible, patient, and understanding. And definitely keep your sense of humor. Forgive and forget the best you can. Remember, finding perfection in each other is what you considered perfect. Keep searching for the good and the beautiful. Help and encourage each other to grow. Balance your independence from each other with your dependence on each other. Remember, it is not only marrying the right partner, but it's being the right partner. So with that, Matthew, I'm going to have you repeat your vows. Carly, I promise.
Carly, I promise
To love you without reservation.
to love you without reservation.
Comfort you in times
Comfort you in times
of distress.
in distress.
Encourage you to achieve
Encourage you to achieve
all of your goals.
all of your goals.
Laugh with you
Laugh with you
and cry with you.
and cry with you.
Grow with you
Grow with you
in mind and spirit.
in mind and spirit.
Always to be open
Always to be open
and honest with you
and honest with you
and cherish you
and cherish you
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
If you pass that to Carly.
Right, sorry.
Matthew, I give you everything.
Matthew, I give you everything.
I am everything I will ever be.
everything I will ever be.
I promise to share your dreams
I promise to share your dreams
and help you achieve your goals.
and help you achieve your goals.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I will cherish you,
I will cherish you,
look with joy down the path of tomorrows,
looking with joy down the path of our tomorrows,
knowing we will walk it together,
knowing we will walk it together,
side by side,
hand in
and
hand,
heart to heart.
and heart to heart.
I will always be
I will always be
your most loyal friend
your most loyal friend
and your loving wife,
and your loving wife,
because you are my heart
because you are my heart
and soul,
and soul,
now and forever.
now and forever.
May I have the rings, please? Thank you, Jack. Matthew and Carly wanted this day to mean something special to you as the guests. Those who are married may want to silently renew and reaffirm your vows today by gently taking the hand of your partner during this ceremony. Others may also want to join hands and think about what it means to be a friend, for marriage is first built on friendship. These rings are the universal symbol of marriage. They mean many things. From now on, you will wear these rings, and they will remind you. They will remind you of the endless circle that they are. Like love, there is no beginning and no end. They will remind you daily that you are married. Sometimes it will remind you of the commitment that you've made, for better or for worse. But may they always remind you that there is one person in the world that is pledged to love you forever, through thick and thin, and with all that they have. So Matthew, as you take Carly's ring, and answer me this. Matthew, do you take Carly, to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
I think you were expecting the mic, that's why.
Should I put it on your finger?
Oh, I do have to put it down.
I didn't know if I was going to say it to you.
Get it on there. You got it.
Jam that thing on.
Carly, do you take Matthew to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
And now, as you're holding hands, take a moment so that you can see the gift that you are to each other. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and of joy. These are the hands that will give you support and encouragement to chase down your dreams. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. These are the hands that will lift your chin and brush your cheek as they raise your face to look into the eyes that are filled with overwhelming love for you. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled in age will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. So now, by the power vested in me by the province of Ontario, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Matthew, you may kiss your bride.
Bro, are you crying? Did you want that? Take that with you? Yeah, I did that?
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pride and privilege to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Dobby.
That's you, bro. Oh, that's it? We're going? All right. Okay. Okay. Nice to see you guys. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that. Hey, Sammy. Yeah, buddy.
We did it.
My name is Ross. I'm with the Supersonic Hearts Band. We're going to be performing later on. And I've got the pleasure of introducing some speeches for the night. So if everyone's ready, I'd like to invite the first speakers up, the parents of the bride, David and Rose.
Hello? It's working. Hello? Hi. Oops, sorry.
Are you close to the microphone?
No, but I'll talk loud.
Okay.
We want to welcome everyone, and we're okay. Okay. So we want to welcome you all here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. It's not very often that we're able to gather as a family and with friends. And yeah, I know. So I think it's really important that we do, when we do, and we enjoy each other's company. So, yeah. So you're next.
I'm next, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go crazy.
Okay, so David,
Much more
Michael,
enjoyable.
Lizanne, Catalina, and I are all overjoyed to officially welcome Matt into our family. And although he's been part of our family for a few years already, Matt has endeared himself to us in so many ways, and most importantly to Carly. After meeting Matt's loving and supportive family, we knew that Carly had made the perfect choice to spend her life with. Also, they all enjoy being at the cottage, which, as you know, is a very special time to have fun with family and friends. Okay.
Thanks for that. We've watched Carly grow up over all the years, been able to share her growth with everyone, and it's great. She's matured into a wonderful person who's ready to share her life with someone she cares for so deeply. Yeah. Carly has many attributes, not the least of which are her time management abilities, which she demonstrated during her 15 years of classical ballet training, plus 4 years in an arts and dance and high school program, her buddies over there, and graduating from York University with 2 degrees, not 1, but 2. She beat the hell out of me because I graduated from York with no degrees, but I spent 4 years there and it was a lot of fun. During this time, Carly made many friends. Some of you are here today to celebrate her special day. Carly's most endearing trait is her love of family and friends and her loyalty to what she finds most important.
So we love you very much and are very proud of you, Carly. Then has to emphasize her excellent decision-making skills. She chose Matt as her life partner. So Matt, you're one lucky guy.
Hey.
So from Dad and I, Michael, Lizanne, Catalina, we wish you both lots of love, happiness, and health.
At this time, please raise a glass and a toast to the bride and groom, to Carly and Matt. Salute.
So it's my pleasure to announce the best man, Jack Shepard.
Probably best to hold it. Hopefully. We'll see. Here. Hello, hello. This is a menu. This is a menu. Anyway. Hello, everyone. My name's Jack. I'm Matt's cousin. A couple months ago, he asked me to be his best man, and I was absolutely thrilled to say yes. I'm so excited to be here, and if you wouldn't mind if I take a couple minutes of your time just to tell you a couple stories of my favorite memories of Matthew. The first one, take back maybe 16 years or so. I was probably about 4 years old, and Matthew got me my first fishing rod. It was completely made of plastic. It was made for nothing more than what Matt and Alan call crap fish. But it did the job. We got on the water, and I caught my first fish. It was the size of my head. I mean, I was 4, but I had a big head. Okay? The second story was my first experience at Wonderland. And every time I've gone into Wonderland with Matthew, on the right-hand side, he says, "Let's get warmed up." I looked up, I'm just a kid, and basically it's a steep drop into 2 loops, 3 corkscrews, and then it's done. I said, "No, thank you." Matt was already buckling himself in, so I didn't know what to do. I said I couldn't do it. He, thankfully for me, took the walk of shame off the platform, and we went to another ride. He said, "What do you want to do next?" I said, "Let's do the teacup ride." Of course. Thankfully for me, he did it with me, and honestly, that probably couldn't have been much better. It was spinning in 5 different directions anyway. Our second experience at Wonderland was fantastic as well. This time I had a little bit more courage, got on the warm-up ride, had a good time, and then we went to the Leviathan, a huge roller coaster, one of the biggest in the world, and we were waiting in line. My dad just ran away after like 20 minutes. I was like, "Where are you going?" He came back 10 minutes later with these fast passes. We were able to get on 32 rides that day. It was absolutely fantastic. We took the Leviathan 6 times in a row, just running past people. It was great. Now, my final story is, believe it or not, going to take place at Wonderland. But this time, it was a little bit different. We were in town for Christine and Alan's wedding, and this was the first time we met Carly. My whole family instantly loved her. We all thought that she was absolutely amazing and perfect for Matthew. We were at Wonderland. We did the warm-up ride, of course. Got on the Leviathan. This time we already had the fast passes, so we were good to go. And after a few rides, Matthew said, "Let's do the Drop of Doom." Another one that I just couldn't stomach quite yet. Thankfully for me, neither could Carly. So we sat on the sideline and watched my dad, my sister, and Matthew fall to their doom. We had a great rest of our day. We went on a few more rides, and eventually Carly called it for herself. And this is when I really started to notice something. Me, my sister, my dad, and Matthew went on a bunch more rides, and after each time, Matthew went to go check on Carly. Made sure that she was doing all right, had some water, had a snack, whatever it may have been. And even when we were waiting in the line, Matthew was looking back, making sure she was doing all right. And she was very patient, let us run around like hooligans. And we had a good time. When I got back to Auntie Gail's place, she told me, I had asked her, I said, Matthew seems a little bit different. No less fun, but calmer, more mature, and happier. She looked back at me in the eye and she said, "It's because he's in love." That's when I realized that's what it was. So, Carly, Matthew is one of my favorite people. He's absolutely amazing. He's grown up so much. He's watched me grow up, but now I've watched him grow up as well. and I love spending time with him as much as I can. If you can keep him smiling, I know that you guys will be absolutely fantastic together. Cheers.
So it's my pleasure to introduce the maid of honor, Emma Popovsky.
Okay, hi. You'll have to excuse my voice. Apparently I had fun last night. So my name is Emma. I'm one of the 2 people that got to stand up with Carly today, along with the gorgeous Leora Hunt, somewhere over there. So I've known Carly since we were 18 years old. We met at Indigo Books, just a couple of nerds, hanging out with some books, and we clicked immediately. We've seen each other through some interesting times and questionable decisions, you know? I mean, and by that I mostly mean that Carly has seen me through some questionable decisions. I may have dated one of her boyfriends after her. But in true Carly fashion, she handled it beautifully, as she does with everything that she does in her life. So I've always tried to be there for her, as she has been there for me, with no judgment, ready to provide solutions, plot revenge, or to just listen. She has been one of the best friends I've ever had, trustworthy, kind, loyal, funny, so funny. She's a fantastic mix. She's both a person with whom you can depend on with your life, and also a person you can act like a complete idiot with, which I love. Whenever I'm with her, whether I was 20 years old and screaming my problems at her in a bar, or if I'm 33 years old on my couch drinking tea, lamenting about my struggles as a parent, I felt safe and heard and cared for. I chalk it up to great parenting, shout out Rose and David. Yes, come on, yeah. But mostly that's just who Carly is. She's so purely good on the inside, which can feel pretty rare. And the great thing about these good to the core people like Carly is that they attract amazing people. Enter Matt. Matthew Dobby, the best last name. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over this last name. Yeah, come on. The best. So I didn't meet Matt for quite some time. First I became a new mom, then they moved out east. Life happened as it does, and I didn't see Carly for a while. When I finally did meet Matt, we had plans to spend some extended time together, and I was ready, like a protective parent. I said to myself, this person wants to marry my friend, and I need to know what he is all about. And if my intuition tells me anything is off, I'm ready with the hard-hitting questions to find out who this guy really is. So, Matt and I had about a 2-hour drive up to the cottage without Carly to get to know each other a little better. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that within 5 minutes of getting in that car, my gut said, oh, you're good. I knew almost immediately. I felt immediately the feelings that I feel when I'm with Carly, safe. When we talked, I felt heard. When we spent that entire weekend all together, I felt so cared for. Matt is kind and funny. He is dependable, but also so fun and doesn't take himself too seriously. Basically, the kind of man that you want to marry, you know? They have their differences, of course, but I know that whatever Carly's soul is made of, Matt's is made of as well. I was really excited for this wedding, but what I'm most looking forward to is seeing what's to come for these two. I think choosing our partner is one of the most important, if not the most important decision of your life. It dictates the trajectory of our lives, where and how we spend our time, the problems we are faced with, and how we look at the world. whether we feel held as we walk through the struggles that are thrust upon us, and whether we can be truly present in those moments of absolute joy. Carly, Matt, I am so happy that you've chosen each other for this journey. From what I know about the path that you're on together, things are about to get challenging in many ways, but life is just going to get exponentially more beautiful. I'm proud of you. I love you. Congratulations. And also, shout out Table 11.
It's my pleasure to introduce the bride and groom, Carly and Matthew Daughter.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good time so far. Yeah? Amazing. I think I speak for both Matt and myself when I say how grateful and privileged we feel to have everyone we love in one room celebrating us. So thank you so much for coming, and thank you for bringing all of your amazing positive energies, because we can definitely feel it. So thank you so much. I don't know how many of you have had the privilege of knowing Matthew Dobby on a personal level, but trust me when I say that he is one of the most kind and generous and genuine and hilarious people you'll ever meet. I feel so lucky to not only have I spent the last 5 amazing years with him, but that I get to spend so many more with him. So, yep. So thank you so much for always, making me laugh and having my back and just having so many adventures for us. So I love you. I want to thank my parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law. Yeah, and little Catalina. She deserves a massive shout out as well. For giving us your time and your love and your support. Mom and Dad, you've given me such an amazing foundation of knowledge on what marriage can be, the good parts and the challenging. And I'm so lucky to have grown up and feeling the respect and the support you've always shown each other throughout your 42 years of marriage, which is a huge thing, by the way. We've never been shy to show emotion in this family, if you haven't already figured that out. So growing up in a household of criers has not made this day easy to get through. But we did it.
Yeah, we did.
You did it.
We did it.
Yeah. To the Dobbies and the Shepherds, thank you for raising such an amazing man that I am proud to call my husband. And thank you so much for welcoming me into your family with such ease and such warmth. I've felt like a part of the family for a long time now, but it's great to celebrate that today as well. To my maids of honor and all my friends, thank you for always grounding me and continually being such bright forces in my life. I appreciate all of you, and having you here means so much to me. So thank you, everybody.
Hello, everyone. I gotta keep this short.
10
minutes! Most of you that know me know that writing a speech would have been useless because I wouldn't be able to read it. So I'm on my own. I really just want to say thank you to everyone who made this night possible, and that's Catherine and Glenn and Dave and Rose and Gail and all the amazing vendors. Thank you so much, but the biggest thank you goes to Carly. She really worked hard, and man, what an amazing night she's put on for us. So thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. We've had a lot of fun together, and it's only going to get better. I know it. You're an amazing lady, and I love you so much. And We are so excited to have everyone here. It's so amazing
So
to see
great.
so many faces we haven't seen. It's so lovely, and to meet some of your family that I have never met. I know most of her family already. It's so wonderful to have everyone here, and I got some friends that I've known since I was 1 year old here. So. I love all of you, but I love her the most. And we're gonna have an awesome night. We've got an awesome band. If you haven't tried the Ice Luge yet, head over to the Ice Luge.
Ice Luge.
Go for a quick ski. But we got the Supersonic Hearts coming on. And thank you again for being here, guys.